I think we'll do the cold open at the end.
This is the cold open.
This is the cold open? Yeah. Oh, because Chris edits these videos. All right.
So now you made a joke like that. Now it has to be the cold open.
Now it's got to be the cold open.
I do no work. And then Sean's like,
It's 1v1 we upset. Yeah.
Is that too mean? Is that racist?
Probably. I'm offended. I mean, I'm not happy at that, but it's the verbal equivalent of blackface. And there's the cold. Hi everyone, and welcome to Mistakes Were Made, the show where we talk about mistakes and things we love and maybe even remember why we love them in the first place. I'm your host and residential mistake artist, Eduardo Vaca, and with me as always is fellow mistake artist Christopher Hecker.
Hello, full name, hello.
I went full name. I needed to take up as much space as we could.
Thanks, Eduardo.
Because I prefer Eddie V. that's my like Indian rap name.
Oh,
that's what I go for.
Isabella?
Oh, it's Native American, sir. Your girlfriend is Native American.
She's
right?
half Native, half Native
Okay,
American.
yeah.
It got weird.
It got,
Now, she was almost going to be here tonight.
It almost got real PC real fast. So how's your week been? I haven't seen you since we recorded the last episode like a week and a half ago. It's been forever.
I should have hung out with you last night. I'm sorry.
I
thought something was going to happen with someone else, but it didn't.
Guess what? Guess what, Chris? We're here. We're still here. This is a relationship that will endure for at least 100 episodes, because that's the goal I've set for us.
We need to do the Secret Santa soon.
We're supposed to do a group Secret Santa, and there's been no progress on it for like 2 weeks. What is the deal? Yeah. I thought your girlfriend was going to pick out the cards.
Yeah.
The names.
Every time I tell you we're going to do it, I forget. Mm-hmm. But I'll drive to her house and we'll do it. We'll do it then.
No,
I'm doing
another. It'll occur.
I'm doing another Secret Santa at my work, and like the price range is 20 to 30, and I'm like, let's
just take about 10 steps back. Okay, let's.
Dude, I only made like $30 today at work, so like, hey.
So somebody's gonna get a real intimate present.
There goes one day of work right there.
I'm a big believer. Let's just make each other homemade gifts. Yeah. Let's just give each other handwritten notes and nice flowers that we picked out of the ground for each other. It'll be cute. That's my position. Anyway, my week's been okay. Thanks for asking.
You didn't give me a chance, but okay.
Yeah. Well, there was a little gap there.
Someone stole my ladder, by the way.
Rant. Explain.
This is. There's nothing. Someone stole our ladder apparently last night.
End story.
And that's like, this is the second time someone's stolen from like me.
Really?
Yeah, like, remember my car got broken into?
Yeah. That was the audience asking.
Yeah, that's not fun.
No, it's not.
What do people want from me?
Your car and your ladder.
Take my car, please. It sucks. Get it.
But leave the ladder.
Yeah.
It's done nothing.
Leave the zapper.
Leave the Nintendo zapper. Which I like how you cut the little cord off the zapper and just left it in your car. That's your line of defense. Your first line and your last line.
I'm gonna start Neighborhood Watch, and I'm just gonna walk around with that Nintendo zapper in my hand.
Do it. I'll join you, but I'll be like the film guy. I'll just record it and I'll document it.
Carry around your Keyblade.
Yes, I have a Keyblade made out of a stick and like cardboard. That's it, and it's dope. And I don't know where it is.
Thanks, Charlie.
Thanks, my little brother. Okay, so Chris, would you like to tell our audience what our...
Wait, but how was your week? We kind of glanced over it.
Oh, it was fine. It was there. The week is weird because sometimes it's cold and sometimes it's like mid-weather.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It's just make up your mind, man.
Like, do you want to have sex with me or not?
Anyway, no.
3 no's and 1 yes means yes.
That's my biggest qualm of the week. I just like the weather is not satisfying because like I go out, I've got long sleeves.
Yeah.
And then you end up walking on campus, you get a little sweaty from walking, and it's like, this should not have happened. Yeah. This is not what I signed up for.
I'm glad I'm in a relationship.
Because that means, like, what, she can, like, lick the sweat off you? She can, like, be a mama
No,
bear.
that means I can sweat in front of any girl I want. I don't have to worry about them liking me.
Well, no, I'm worried about the guys. The guys are more judgmental.
You're right.
They judge. They look at their
Sweaty
competition.
Man. Yeah. He sweats more than me.
He sweats more than me. I must defeat him in a field of battle. So I guess let's just jump right into today's topic of conversation, something we actually haven't been able to speak about in person, so this will be pretty cool to hear each other's thoughts on.
Yeah.
But the Infinity War trailer dropped, the highly anticipated third Avengers film starring
everyone.
What's his name?
Starring Marvel.
Thumbman, Hellboy, Bruce Willis, depending on whatever memes you've seen, starring Thanos himself, and Chris, I want to
Starring
hear
Glove.
Starring the glove.
Sorry, the big glove.
Why is he just okay? Why is he just touching the stone, Chris?
Because
I thought it was supposed to be spicy for your skin, and apparently it's not. Or he's got
he's a
thick
god.
skin.
He's a god.
He's a god. He looks disgusting.
Wait, is that with every stone? If you touch it, like that would happen too, or is that just the stone from Guardians?
I kind of thought it was all of them.
Is that the stone he was touching? The one from Guardians?
I thought he was touching.
The Tesseract.
Was it the what color was it?
I think it was blue.
I don't know that.
Shit.
Oh, that's the Tesseract then, right?
Maybe.
Right? I think the Tesseract.
I mean, they
is
can
blue.
touch it because like Loki.
True,
touches it.
but they couldn't touch it before. Like in the first Avengers movie, when Nick Fury has his glove, he's like, "Oh, it's spicy," and then he's like, whips his hand away.
I think you have to. I think the guidelines is you have to be a god to touch it.
It depends how angry the Tesseract is. If it slept last night, like you can touch it. It's all good. It's not gonna mind. But if it like had a rough morning,
just leave it alone.
Just leave it alone. But that's
Don't let it touch your chest.
So just first general impressions, Chris. What were your thoughts on the trailer?
So fucking excited! Oh my god! I'm like, it feels so good to have waited for this.
Really?
Like, to be honest, this is what Justice League or DC should have done. It doesn't feel good having like Justice League handed to you, like because I wasn't psyched for Justice League. If I had like had more build up with these characters, I would have been like as psyched as I am for Infinity War right now.
Yeah, that's true. Although
It's fucking amazing.
I feel like we've talked about Infinity War for like the past. When did they announce it? Like 2014?
Well, I mean, we knew it was going to happen. I mean,
we've been talking about it since 2012, which is like when nobody knew who Thanos was, and everyone was like, "Let's Google this dude," because nobody knew who that guy was.
But yet, everyone was excited at the end of Iron Man. Which one? No, not Iron Man. It was the Avengers.
It was the Avengers when they tease him. That poor actor. They hired an actor, and then they were like,
Thanos?
Yeah,
That
for
sucks.
that little scene, and then they were like, no, he doesn't.
He has purple eyes. Sorry, I'm interrupting.
Does he have purple eyes in the Avengers?
I think they glow.
I think they do. You're right. His
good
skin tone is darker too, and you can tell in Guardians it's a little darker. He got out a little more.
Was it a different actor in Guardians too?
No, it's Josh Brolin.
Wow.
And it looks. I think that armor just looks. He looks better in Infinity War than he did in Guardians.
Yeah, they had time.
Guardians. Well, I mean, they had time in Guardians. It's just like that armor looks stupid to me.
Yeah, that's probably why he's not wearing it.
He just they were like, yeah, that does look dumb.
Have you heard like why he's not wearing it?
Why?
It's because I don't know. It's like it's its own character development thing. They say like the stronger he gets.
Yeah, he doesn't need it because
Yeah.
he's got the stones, he's got all the stuff he needs.
Excuse me.
Oh, I got the stones.
Love it, every single one except that purple one.
Yeah, and it's fun apparently if you listen to the voice over the trailer. Obviously, we're gonna just full disclosure, we're gonna talk about potential spoilers for Infinity War based on our own speculation.
Thor Ragnarok, maybe.
Thor Ragnarok is gonna come up.
Maybe.
Hint, hint. I have stories to tell about Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, yeah.
I was saving for recommendations.
Thanks for telling anybody about it, Ed. Thanks for telling anybody.
Just hold, listeners, dear listeners, you will hear about this.
Thanks for telling someone.
Yeah.
Who'd you go with? Just by yourself?
We will save that for later, so that the listeners have the full scope.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But
sorry.
no, it's what was I going to say? But we've been talking about this film really since 2012, and a part of me is like, when I saw the trailer, I was like, that was cool, but maybe I'm starting to feel like I don't love these movies anymore. And then I watched it again, and I was like, shit.
It's so good. So good. It's so much fun. This is what I waited for. Do you know? God damn. Like, the views of it, like, were fucking skyrocketing.
It was like 20 million above.
No, right? Marvel said that, like, in one day they made 230 million views on that. Just, like, from all around, I'm assuming. 230 million in one day, Ed.
That seems ridiculously impossible.
No, it's
that's everyone in the United States watching that trailer.
Dude, the It movie made like 100 something, 190, 180 or 190. It was 197 million, I think, in one day.
Oh, I'm thinking of for some reason I'm thinking of box office numbers right now. I was doing some box office mojo, but no, you're right because the It trailer did make that much. That's insane though.
Infinity War. I'm glad I wore it.
Infinity War.
Glad I wore these underwear.
What underwear would that be, sir?
Shut up.
Let's just say Thanos would enjoy them.
So, are you down to dress up for Infinity War?
Yeah, I'm down.
Because I want to be Spider-Boy.
I'm going to be Boy.
Be him. I like how I said I wanted to be that, and both you and Franco shot me down.
Yeah, we were like, no, I'm going to be American Boy.
Don't let the white man be the one, be the white leader.
Yeah.
Actually, no, that was fucked up, that whole sentence. That was racist.
Yeah, it was.
I'm sorry.
You did it.
You know what?
Congratulations.
Sean was right.
You played yourself. I don't know who I would be, though. I mean, Sean would obviously be, like, Nick Fury, because he's blind and he has a weird mustache.
And
but
we don't really see his body anymore. We don't.
We don't see Sean's body anymore either. It's interesting how Samuel L. Jackson is always seen from the chest up. What's under the frame?
You know what? They're both busy, but they won't say what they're doing.
We always ask Sam what he's up to. No. We ask Sean what he's up to. Another hard no.
You know, actually, we did call him out, and he's starting to tell us no.
He's opening up with us. Sean, if you're listening to this, which I hope you are.
He probably will. This is the beginning.
Do you want to be on our next show, Sean?
Someone come. Actually, no, Franco, you come. Franco, please.
In your Captain America.
Where's Joe Fix-It?
I would probably be Human Vision if I had to dress up as somebody Paul Bettany.
He looks cool.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's stupid. And then I watched it again, and I was like, oh, that's cool.
Everything is good.
What? I think it's a dream sequence.
No, I think it's after he gets the stone out.
Maybe some reality warping.
Either that, or it's before, and like he's just getting used to life, and he's starting to like try to like adapt to it, or like it's taken away, and like he's still like an AI or still a person. I think the stone has given him this form, and even if you take it away, it's still his. Like, it's not gonna go away. So you think even though Thanos took away the stone, Vision is still alive? Yeah, I don't think he's gonna die. I'm probably wrong.
I think I know what you mean, because I was thinking that too, but I think also Vision is so OP. Like, he's basically their Superman, which is like awesome. I love Vision.
Which makes no sense when he's fighting. Like, he can just phase through everyone.
He could kill everybody if he wanted to, which I loved in Civil War. They kind of got around that, because I actually look in the movies. It's not that great where they do the Scarlet Witch and Vision romance. It's fine right now, but it looks good here because like that's how it is in the comics, and that romance in the comics is so good.
I wonder what everything's gonna be like, since most of them are in hiding.
That's true. Get that man a shield. And I was like, wait. I rewatched the trailer and I was like, wait, who's that guy in darkness? Wait, that's Captain America. That did not occur to me. The silhouette of the beard stood out. You could see each like little hair of the shadow.
Look how... Damn it, if they just kept Superman with like facial hair, it would look 10 times better than him without it.
Well, I just read about it. Apparently,
No!
Warner Brothers offered, because, you know, if you don't know, Henry Cavill kept the mustache for Mission Impossible 4, which is made by Paramount, and Warner Brothers offered Paramount to fit the bill for CGIing the mustache back on, which is a lot easier, because, you know, you're putting something on instead of taking something off. And Paramount was like, fuck you, you're doing reshoots. And it was basically a big pissing contest between each studio, and... I think that's annoying. Really it's annoying, but I also think it's hilarious because, of course, at the same time.
You know what they could have done? They could have put on a fake one, then like just add like more realistic textures on it. And that would have been like cheaper and it would look nicer.
I don't know, but it really is just two studios trying to. I don't know. It looks really good. And Henry,
Impossible?
Yeah.
There's a trailer for it already?
No, but it's the same guy who did the Rogue Nation, and you're including my boy Henry. So I'm into it. Because Henry Cavill looks good with a mustache. He's one of the few people who actually can pull it off.
Hey, could you stop making that noise, please?
I'm sorry. I'm really into Henry Cavill. But
Henry Cavill's okay. I mean,
he's pretty. He would be such a better Superman if he had a good script. Because he does not have a good script yet. Man of Steel is like fine. Like it's a good movie, but it's a weird Superman movie.
You say that about Brandon Routh.
It's another one, but I think I'm softer towards Superman Returns though, because Brandon Routh's giving it his best.
Yeah. The stupid thing about Superman, or the stupid thing about like the person that can do like anything and everything, is that he can do anything and everything.
Which is the whole point of Superman Returns. The idea is like he's a lonely god, you know. He's like a human being, and that's what makes him human. He's so lonely. He has the secret that he can't share, and blah blah blah. That movie. It's not going to be a recommendation, but it may be in the future. It's really good, and I'd recommend rewatching it because him saving people is like every set piece. Mm-hmm. He doesn't fight anybody, which is like by today's sensibilities, it's a little underwhelming. Mm-hmm. But also, it's so cool seeing him save people from that plane.
It's nice that he doesn't have someone big to fight. It's different.
He's pure heroism.
It's nice.
Yeah, and it's really cool. And I would recommend people give that movie another shot, even though that was Bryan Singer, who's a pretty problematic dude right now. But
he's one of the.
He's been accused of, I guess, like sexual inappropriate behavior with the kid who did the post-credit scene for Days of Future Past.
Oh my god!
And it's like, because he's like the kid's like 14. Bryan Singer, and it doesn't help that
Can
like
we stop.
Yeah,
what is going on?
But also, he just left. He's doing a Freddie Mercury biopic.
He's on
and he just left. Like he just left production. Like he's not fired from it or anything. At least not formally. but like he just like disappeared, and everyone at Fox is like, "Where did you go?" So apparently he's done that before. He did it with Superman apparently too.
Which one?
It was a bit of Superman Returns.
Oh my!
So apparently he's a little bit of a, I guess, a little bit dramatic.
Maybe it's a good thing because those movies did turn out. Like, what's it called? Superman Returns did turn out good, but when Bryan Singer stayed for, what, did he do, X-Men 3?
No, he didn't.
Oh, what?
Yeah, that was Brett Ratner, who was also under a lot of heat for...
What is happening with Marvel?
No, yeah, it's all Marvel. Which is a bummer.
Dude, I found out something about my old PE teacher, too.
What happened?
Apparently he did stuff to young girls.
Really?
In 8th grade.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, like...
While you were there?
Yeah, I don't know if he was there in my 8th grade, but it happened to someone I know. And it just feels really fucking weird.
It's awful. Oh.
I know, like, I'm glad I touched his knee while it was, like, right after surgery. I made him scream. I'm glad I did that now.
His knee was like surgery upon, and you touched it?
Like, yeah, he was at school, and I just went, like...
He just poked it?
Yeah, he was like, ah! And, like, it fucking scared the shit out of me, but I'm glad I did it now.
Now it's karma. Now hopefully you infected it, and if we're lucky, it gets amputated.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Win.
Dude, he got away with it for so many years, it's weird.
That's awful. But, serious note. Glad it's coming out. Good. We should defend the women and listen to their stories. Let's talk about Spider-Man in the trailer now.
Why does the suit look so much better?
The suit is interesting.
It was underwhelming in Homecoming, for me, to be honest.
Oh, really? I loved it in Homecoming.
I like it in action.
It's more fun in action, for sure, just instead of just standing there.
Yeah, I wish it looked more a little bit more comic accurate, to be honest.
Like the real Iron Spider, which is like more of a gold hue,
with
and then the spider itself is a red hue, and then the spider's gold eyes, which is dope. But this is like totally from the new Amazing Spider-Man reboot.
Is that Alex Ross?
Yeah, the Alex Ross who did the artwork. He's one of like 3 comic book artists I actually memorized, and it's because Alex Ross is insane. He did the opening credits images for Spider-Man 2 for the credits. That's why they look amazing, because Alex Ross did them. I think, is he still doing the covers for the Amazing Spider-Man run? Because it's been like I think 30 issues or something insane since then.
No, I don't think it's him still. Because I don't know.
Actually, no, it hasn't. It's probably been like 20 issues, huh?
Well, no, they're on 30-something now. And I think it's still him. But the one with like what's it called, where Peter Parker's being framed for something, which looks cool, and I want to get it. I don't know if he's doing that one because the colors look a little bit different, but it still looks really pretty.
The cover? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because, he was only doing the covers, I think. Right? He wasn't doing much else. But that suit is so beautiful. It is.
In the movie? Or in the
comics. But
I don't know why he got a new one. Did they ever explain why he got a new one?
In the comics?
Yeah.
It looks a little more 2000s-y.
Was it just an upgrade type thing that he never talked about?
Yeah. Well, I guess because in the comics he becomes like a tech mogul and he just upgrades his suit. I've never really loved the spider gadgetry. Like, I don't love the flashlight on his crotch and the...
I'm okay with that, like the signal. I like that, like...
That's okay.
That's 60s fun.
Yeah, it's fine. And they did it well in, Civil War and Homecoming. Yeah. I just, why does he have a Spider-Mobile?
That was silly.
I think he had it when I read the first issue of the...
Dude, this is like his second spider car.
Is it?
Yeah, he had like a little,
Why does he have more than one?
He had a dune buggy, and it could go on the walls.
Like, I get it for toys, because, I will buy a Spider-Man car toy. I'm fine with that.
I actually had one. It was like a weird web car.
Yeah, me too. Did you have the motorcycle ever?
Yeah, where he's like this?
Yeah. Like, you can't take him off the motorcycle. He's just like...
Actually, no, mine came off, and he's like stuck in that pose.
I had one where it's like Hot Wheels or something that he was glued onto. But it's like when you go to, Target and you see the Star Wars Hot Wheels cars, and you're like... Why? But you also kind of want it because it's Darth Vader's face in a car.
Okay, I think I had that one.
Did you? That one's weird.
Dude, I had this cool Spider-Man toy when I was younger. It was like him in like his civilian clothes, and like he was fighting like Scorpion, but like his civilian clothes were melted, and you could see like the spider costume underneath, and it looked so fucking cool. Everything about it was cool.
Was it like a model collectible sort of deal, or because that sounds too cool for children?
No, it was like actually, probably. So I opened it.
Mistake.
Dude, it was so cool. My brother broke it, and he lied. He broke it right in front of me, and he lied to my parents about it right in front of me. I'm like, it's broken in half.
I trusted you.
I mean, I broke his Gundams, but you could put those back together.
Yeah, that's how.
That hurts.
You gotta learn. Siblings will never ever love your stuff. I had a reprint of one comic. Oh, my Spider Hulk comic. It got.
Did that get messed up?
It got a little messed up. Got wrinkled. Like, and I was just like, it's not anybody's fault but my own, because I looked it up, but yeah.
I have one. I found it. I found it at Fat Collectibles. It was cheap.
The Spider Hulk?
Yeah.
It's pretty, it's not a great issue. I mean, it's silly, but it's cool just seeing that happen. If you're hearing taps on the microphone, Chris is looking something up
I'm sorry.
on his phone.
I'm just trying to see if I can find the toys. But I love watching Spider-Man get fucking thrown down.
It's always cool seeing, like, that's what I liked in Justice League. Batman's mask was on while he still had the rest of the armor. I love it, like, in the first Spider-Man, where his suit is all messed up, and you just see him, like, one of his eyeballs through one of the triangles.
I know, and every movie was like that.
It's every movie, yeah. For some reason.
Except Spider-Man 2.
No, that happens. But then I think he just whips the mask off. He's like, I'm out. It's done. And then the third movie, they were like, fuck it.
See his civilian clothes.
Ooh, that's like a 90s looking action figure, dude.
Yeah, no, these were cool. Yeah, this was the 90s. Look at the logo.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, so cool.
That Spider-Man theme song from the 90s cartoon.
It's so good. The guitar is good.
Is great. And also, if you're not a fan of the show, potentially super cringeworthy. It looks dope.
Spider blood,
radioactive spider blood. It's insane.
What's this? Fat bitches fighting over food?
Don't worry about it. That's my phone. Don't worry about it.
Okay, you can have it.
What do you... Okay.
Iron Man gets fucking wrecked.
He does. His suit still looks fake.
I think Rhodey's gonna die. Because the handy...
Poor Rhodey.
I don't care.
No, that's stupid, because they didn't kill him in Civil War, and it's fine. You don't have to kill Rhodey, but, you know, it's just, Rhodey doesn't ever win.
Wait, it didn't deserve to.
I like Rhodey. I like Don Cheadle Rhodey. I don't like Terrence Howard Rhodey.
Ice-T?
Maybe that's because I don't like Terrence Howard. Personal gripe.
But people are also saying it's like Spider-Man because of how sad he looks.
I was thinking that too. I was like, would they dare kill off Spider-Man? And I thought...
they have the time stone.
Maybe. That's true. They do. I was thinking that also. Whatever. Like, if Captain America dies, or... I kind of feel like Captain America will die, just because Chris Evans used to bitch about being a Marvel contract actor for so long.
Really?
Like, now he's calmed down now. Because, like, after... I think it was, like... Winter Soldier, he was like, dude, I am not really into this. I want to direct. I want to do all this other stuff. And
what are you going to direct, Chris Evans?
What did he direct? He directed a movie recently, and it was fine. It was like a little rom-com. But,
no, I don't know.
But recently, like, while they were filming Infinity War, he was like, dude, I'm going to be here as long as they want me to be here. So it's like, I don't think there's anyone with a really negative point in the Avengers. You know, like nobody's eager to get out. Except Robert Downey Jr., but he's like, in his defense, he's like close to 60.
Yeah. Really?
He's old, though.
I didn't know he was that old. We started at the same exact time.
Wow! He's super... He looks old, too, I think. Which is, like, not bad old, but he's just like... It's like Ellen. Like, you look pretty good for however age you are.
I don't like Ellen.
That's fair. I do.
I don't... It feels like every time, like, something, like... You know memes.
Oh, I know memes.
Every time a meme, like... Every time she, like, tries to do, like, the meme, it dies. That's when it dies. That's when it's done.
Well, in her defense, she runs a daytime talk show. Anyone watching that is going to kill a meme pretty instantly. But as soon as it hits Facebook, it's done.
Yeah. No, that's where it started. Honestly, that's where I first saw memes before Instagram.
Oh, sure, but... like these days, once it hits Facebook, it's done.
That sucks.
It's a 12-month-old meme.
I miss MySpace. And my one picture of me.
Where's Tom? Where's he been?
He's still there.
He's still your friend. Are you still his?
I was talking with Isabella. She said, like, Instagram's for memes. Facebook is for something else. Is that friend from high or middle school you don't want to talk to? And MySpace is for Tom.
MySpace is for Tom. Just for Tommy boy.
Hey, Tom.
He's a good guy. All right, we should focus on the trailer. Okay. I thought it was funny how at the end of the trailer, Thor's like, "Who the hell are you guys?" And then they showed the Guardians of the Galaxy, and then I was like, "Oh my god, that's gonna be a twist to some people."
Yeah.
Like, it's just like you forget how into it you are. Like, I was like, "Oh my god, people might not inherently know." There are people who don't follow movies like every second of every day, like I do, especially Marvel movies. I
need to watch.
Good for them, though.
Volume 2.
Oh, it's coming out on Netflix on Tuesday.
I'm glad I didn't buy it then.
Yeah, it's not worth buying.
Actually, I would say for $8 it would have been on Blu-ray with the sleeve.
If it came with special features, maybe.
It didn't have special features?
I don't know. The Marvel movies are pretty weak with special features, in my opinion. They used to be better.
The Spider-Man one has a lot.
Well, you got the big, fancy bonus one, huh?
Yeah.
Which looks really good. It's a collector's. It's like a school book, and it's like but yeah, I'm still a little underwhelmed by some Marvel stuff, like the big circle in the sky. Yeah,
isn't that his ship? Or is that
which I guess I don't know what that is. I guess Thanos is like
I don't even know.
fallen angel. I don't give a shit what it is really. Like it's cool seeing Spider-Man stand on it.
Is it Dark Seed Sides ship?
Dark Suits.
Sorry.
Dark Suits.
I told you, I'm telling you, I'm feeling off.
Yeah. I'm feeling off, just like Peter's gonna feel off when Thanos beats him.
Spider sense.
So basically, the Russo brothers who are directing this movie said Thanos is the main character of this film, which is like fine, but I just worried that it's gonna be
too much.
Like he's not gonna be as interesting as they think he is, because like Thanos is boring as hell right now. You know what he likes to do, Chris? He likes to sit
and destroy
and shout at people
and tell people to destroy things.
Yeah, that's it. But
sit and shout.
Word of the day: tell. Okay.
Word of the day: fun.
Did you see the Team Thor, Captain America: Civil War special?
No.
Where basically Thor goes to... It's like a spoof. It's not canon. But Thor goes to Earth for a little bit. And he gets a roommate in New Zealand named Daryl. And you see him like going on his little like wish board. And he's like, oh, look, who's this purple guy sitting in his chair? What do we know about him? He's purple. He likes to sit in his chair. And what's this big weird glove he's wearing? And that was it. It was really funny. But you should really watch it. Mini recommendation. Watch that.
Maybe.
It's called Team Daryl or Team Thor, but it's really funny, and it got me hyped for Ragnarok. Speaking of, we got like we can get into that in 5 minutes.
Okay,
but just some more general stuff on the trailer.
That's so good.
I don't know, but I guess the last Infinity Stone's on Wakanda then.
Probably
because they're getting like invaded.
I also think that's like while they're invading it's because that's the only like I can't freaking talk. That's the safest like place. It's like so like that's why they're all there. They all meet there, and then they find him, and then they fight, and it's just Vision's dead. And I don't think the Guardians are going to interact with other people.
No, I think it's going to be a Guardians and Thor show for that movie.
I want everyone to come along.
Well, I mean...
I don't care about your schedule.
For those of you who don't know, I don't think it's that. Because they filmed Avengers 3 and 4, back to back. So Avengers 4 is going to come out, I think, a year after the third one. It's coming out... so what's this coming out? 2018 summer? So it's coming out 2019, I think.
Avengers 4?
Yeah. Oh. So it's like they're going to Harry Potter it.
I thought
split it in half. So my money is that this is going to end with a little cliffhanger.
I didn't like that about that Harry Potter thing. It was such a long wait.
Yeah, it was, but in retrospect, it's good that Deathly Hallows is a 4-hour movie, because watching them back to back is awesome. It's so
I could have done that.
Yeah?
I almost did that, like, when the second one came out, like...
Were they doing a screening of all of them?
Of part 1 and part 2.
Oh, okay. I would have done that.
I can't do all of them. That's too long.
Yeah. They used to do that with the Marvel movies for Phase 1 and Phase 2. They would do it by phase.
No.
And I knew a guy who did it, and he was like... It was amazing, and I was like, I doubt that. I don't want to spend $30 to just sit and die. Well, it's probably more than that, but
everyone was good. Everything was like great in that trailer. I'm hyped. Every scene was good. Nothing like was like what to me.
I like how Black Panther was like, get that man a shield, and he just does not have a shield.
He has like those weird.
He's got weird paws, like angry Black Panther paws, which are cool. I have the feeling that like he's gonna have like a nanotech shield on or something from Wakanda, because that's a comic book thing. Whereas the nanotech shield, which is fine, I don't particularly love it. I think it'll be cool for a fight scene, like just have one.
I get all Superior. I don't need anything else. I'm actually really proud of that.
You have all of Superior Spider-Man. What's that? 35 issues?
Yeah, around there, 32 or 33.
God, that's a great series. I think it's the only series. Because it's it's one of the few where it's like it's basically a limited series, like it always had an end date. Yeah. So there's just 30 issues, like that's huge. It's like over 2 years. Like it's still great.
When I was buying them, I was getting issue like 2 through 5, and then 12 through 15. And the guy's trying to like he's thinking it's my first time with it. Like, this is a great series. You're gonna love it. I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm finishing it right now.
And he was like, oh.
Like, oh my god. I also rebought the first issue, because the first one I had like, it was a second printing. I got the first printing.
Oh, really?
Looking 80% off every comic, dude.
I should have gone.
I don't know why you didn't.
I was doing stuff. No, but still. I was supposed to be doing stuff, and then I didn't do stuff, and it was like,
And I'm angry. Like, online it said opened at 12, but opened at 11. And this guy had a fat stack of Spider-Man comics this big.
Yeah.
No fucking joke.
So you paid... How many comics did you buy?
I bought, altogether I bought like 12. And I paid like... Okay, 11 was like $8. And then I bought, Doomsday Clock, which was 6. Which
Which version of Doomsday Clock did you buy?
The one you have.
Yeah, it's right. Isn't it cool? It's just cool to have. Did you get the button?
Yeah, I got it at Fat Collectibles, and I went to the Stan Lee store, and that's where I got it. It was like on like
the little display. Yeah. They had a lot probably, huh?
No, that was the last one.
You got the last one? You must have felt pretty good.
Yeah, I was like, okay, here, I want that.
Oh, that Rorschach cover is like,
it's so cool.
It's so dope.
But I also like the normal cover too.
The
one with Superman.
That's not normal. It's the variant.
It is? What's the normal one?
The normal one is the people protesting, which looks a little more like a Watchmen. I like it because it says like it's the anti-Ozymandias signs, which is cool.
Yeah, I want him to lose. I want him to die.
I hate Ozymandias so much, but he's also definitely one of the best villains of all time.
Every Watchmen character is so interesting.
Yes, except Silk Spectre,
She's
the second one. The first one's more interesting. So the second one's a little... In the movie, she's pretty... Yeah, in the movie, she's pretty bad, though. I would argue.
It's a weird story.
In the comic, she's like a person, but in the movie, she's like, hey, you like seeing...
Naked?
What's her name? Malik Ackerman? Something like that?
I don't know. The actress?
Yeah.
I don't know.
She's a good actress. I like her a lot. She was funny in a show called Trophy Wife, which is a terrible title, but it's a really good show. Trust me, friends.
Funny People was a really bad movie.
Funny People's a weird movie. It's like 4 movies at once.
The trailer gave the whole thing away.
Yeah, you watch the trailer and you're like, what did I just see?
I saw everything.
Yeah.
It's an unnecessary romantic movie.
I agree. Anyway, we should wrap up our talks on Infinity War trailer. Any thoughts you want to just nail right now?
I like how they all said Nick Fury's lines. It does feel like the end.
Did you see Star Trek Beyond?
No.
That's how Star Trek Beyond ends. Where they do the... it's like the captain's log. You know, in Star Trek, they have, like, boldly go where no man's gone. Like, it's like that whole little sentence.
Is Kirk still alive?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I care about.
Yeah, Star Trek Beyond's really good. I'd recommend watching it.
I heard it was good. The trailer,
but they do that at the end for Star Trek Beyond, too.
That's cool.
the same thing.
All those movies are good.
I don't like Into Darkness. I actually vehemently hate Into Darkness.
Why?
Personally. Because... I think
I hate Justice League again.
That's fair. I hate it when they pretend like they're smarter than the audience. So we knew Khan was Khan the whole time, but they're like, no, let's spend 45 minutes telling you that this guy's Khan.
It's for new fans.
But if you're a new fan, you're not going to care. But that's the thing. If you're a new fan, you're not going to care that his name is Khan. Like, that reveal has no weight. Yeah. So and they do the same thing with Spectre too, where it's like, did you see Spectre, the James Bond movie?
I haven't. I've not watched it.
It's not good.
I've
seen it twice. The second time I hoped it was good.
I actually like Sam Smith's song in it, and I like the visuals. It's good. But it's weird visuals because it's octopi.
You're talking about the opening title sequence.
I like it.
I do too, even though it is like, oh, that thing is doing some stuff to that lady. That tentacle is getting weird. And you can't help but kind of snicker at it. But it's still cool because I like that opening title sequence sells you on the idea that it's a romance, and that's what the movie tries to be. Because like the best James Bond movies are the romance ones where he actually falls in love and stuff. The only problem is, in my opinion, this fails spectacular. Like, they have zero chemistry on screen, him and the Bond girl, and it's like,
I think he's just tired of it.
He definitely is.
Okay.
I'm still super interested to see the new one, though.
Okay. Anyways.
Final thoughts, Infinity War trailer.
Fucking
Chris.
good. It was good. I loved it. I'm so fucking psyched for it. Nothing looked fake, unlike Justice League. I love that we had to wait for this even though we knew about it. Yeah. We knew about Justice League, but it was handed to us. I'm whatever. This is amazing. Yeah. Your thoughts?
Although it was okay. I've liked it more seeing it, but I still have look. I get excited seeing Cap and his new Avengers of sorts run into battle. That is awesome, and for some reason Hulk is there, and it's just like, what? I don't know why. It just feels so cool seeing Captain America and Hulk like that on the same frame. But also, and then I see Doctor Strange, and it's like, he's fine, okay. Doctor Strange just reminds me this has to be a shared universe.
Did you watch that movie in 3D?
No, but everyone says it was good in 3D.
It was fucking nuts.
Which I can't believe. I almost can't believe it because it wasn't filmed in 3D, and Marvel does not have a good track record with 3D, but everyone says it was good in 3D.
Amazing. I wish I was on drugs for it, to be honest. Dude, oh my god.
Second time. First time you gotta appreciate it raw, and then second time that's when you get weird with it.
Okay. Yeah. I looking at it though, like you see Bruce Banner, so it feels like that whole like thing in Ragnarok where he's like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to be Bruce again, like means nothing now.
Yeah, I was under the impression that meant it was just gonna be a Hulk, and I guess when Bruce comes back, it would be more like emotional. But Bruce seems to be playing a pretty big role, which I prefer because I like the duality of man versus monster and all that stuff. That's my personal taste, though.
So this movie looks great already.
It's a quality film, and
it's going to be overpopulated, but whatever. Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, Civil War does have a lot of moments where it's like everyone's got to have a moment, and it's like
I thought Infinity War was Avengers 4 because of Civil War.
Yeah, I keep forgetting Captain America: Civil War is not an Avengers film because, like, my sister was watching it and she was like, "Black Panther's an Avenger," and I was like, "Yeah, I was in Civil War," and she's like, "That's not an Avengers movie," and I was like, "People don't necessarily know that. Like, it's like you forget because you're such we're such nerds that we're into it, such dorks and losers."
Nice leotards. That's a cute outfit. Did your husband make it for you?
Oh, you did not.
I did.
You did. You went there.
Oh, I love Toby.
I'm just tired now. That drained me. Alrighty, so with that, we should probably 3 minutes. We should probably move on to recommendations.
What about your Thor experience?
That is part of my recommendation.
Oh.
So do you have a recommendation for the listeners this week?
No, you go first.
All right. So we're recording this on December 3rd, which is a Sunday. So this past Wednesday, I was very fortunate to go to a screening of Thor Ragnarok at IMAX HQ, which was directly followed by a Q&A with the director of the film, Taika Waititi. And it was fantastic, although I was pretty disappointed by the fact that Thor... I didn't know it wasn't filmed in IMAX. And when you're watching it on an IMAX screen, like the best screen in the world, you can tell. You're like, why does this still not look the way it should? And you're like, oh, they didn't film it in IMAX. Which is weird. Because, why are you showing... Because it was, like, they edited it... some formatting of the visual effects to like work with the IMAX screen because the IMAX screen is more squarish. But I was watching the movie and I was like, when am I wowed by how pretty this movie is? But it was cool because the projection was really nice, and like the fact of the matter is that was probably the nicest way I would watch the Thor movie. And as I just wanted to ask you, you really liked it the second time watching around.
Did you?
I maybe it's because I was waiting to hear Taika's sweet voice, but it felt long to me again. Just the first time I watched it, it breezed by. The second time, it was like
maybe it's because you were with us and we were all
yeah. But although I was with my friend Adriana, who I go to school with, and she was already in LA, and I was like,
okay,
come join, come hither.
Okay,
and, yeah, so we had a good time.
Friends, but whatever.
We got there 3 hours early to be safe, and it was totally worth it because we sat second row, and it was right. Like, I could seeing Taika right there was, oh my god. There was a dude dressed as Doctor Strange who annoyed the shit out of me.
Really?
He was so annoying. Like, I was like, oh, what's up? And then, like, he's like one of those nerds who's like...
He takes it too seriously?
It's just like, this is the only attention he's ever gonna have. And he's gonna milk this shit. And it's
let him, who cares?
Yeah, there's the sympathy angle, but also it's like, shut up.
Yeah, but I mean, like...
Yeah.
Come on. Look at it as like your kid doing stuff. I mean, if you ever have
hearing Taika Waititi give a student film advice as Korg was the best like thing of my life. It was, and then afterwards he signed posters, and it was like,
is it in your room?
I have to buy a frame. No, I'm buying a frame one of these days, but I have to buy a frame. He goes up. So I'm in line, and I wanted to take a picture with him, but I feel bad because he's already like giving his time. And everyone's gonna ask him for a picture. So I was like, look, I'd rather just like embrace the moment and like just say something to him. And as I'm signing it, or as he's signing it, he's like, well, you get my longest signature, because it like goes all across Thor's arm, because it's the poster where Thor has his arms open.
Oh, that's cool.
And I was like, oh my god, thank you so much, I love you. And then I just like ran away. And then to the guy behind me, I hear him, and he says, you're gonna get my shortest signature.
Really?
Yeah, he says that. He's really funny. It's insane how funny it is. So I'd recommend going on Collider.com and watching that Q&A, because it was a lot of fun. And he came. You don't see me. You see me in some of the pictures they posted online on Facebook, which I was like, oh, and apparently Tim Miller, the director of Deadpool, is there too.
That's cool.
And like, I didn't know that. I would have.
Were you there with Franco and Sean when they met him?
Tim Miller.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know if
We
they
didn't.
met him.
Oh,
when he was there.
yeah.
You, okay.
I was there. We didn't meet him though. We were like, what? We got out of Deadpool and we were like at the Krikorian Buena Park and we were like, who's that guy signing stuff? So we like stared at him for 3 seconds and then one of the ushers like, hey, you guys want this? And he gives us these little like Deadpool bookmarks that have the signature like RL on them, and we're like, oh shit. So we leave the theater because we feel we're just staring at this guy. But when we leave, we realize that was Rob Liefeld who created Deadpool. Miller, yeah. And we were like, we just saw the creator of Deadpool. We didn't say anything, but he was there. It was exciting because like we were just like, if we had known, we would have like done something. But it was cool just like leaving a theater and saying that. But I don't know, seeing Taika was insane. The dude's a total hipster. Yeah. And like you can tell by the way he dresses. Yes. Yes. But oh my god, it was one of the it got me excited to actually like make films. Because if you don't know, I'm a stupid film major. Ooh. And yeah, so it was just it was a wild, fun day. So thank you at Collider. But Chris, my recommendation is actually to watch What We Do in the Shadows, which is Taika's the film before Thor Ragnarok that he produced. And it's this vampire mockumentary. It's one of the funniest movies you will ever watch. And I die just thinking about it. It's fantastic. So go check that out. Chris, what is your recommendation for our dear listeners this week?
Lock up your ladders, because they will steal them.
They're gonna get them.
I have no idea how they got it out without making it peep.
Where was it?
I think in the backyard.
Why would you go to a backyard just to steal a ladder?
That's what I'm saying.
Who's like, that's a nice ass ladder, and I can only get it through theft?
It was either in the backyard or the garage, but like nothing else is taken from the garage, which makes no sense because we have like expensive stuff in there.
Yeah.
So like I don't understand like why just a fucking ladder.
That's so weird.
It's annoying. I'm not even gonna get into it, but
no,
whatever.
Yeah. So I guess that's on that note. Let us leave the podcast. Chris, where can we discover you on the internet? Besides Naked White Boy.
You can actually find me on laweekly.com from Beach Golf 2015. No. You can find me on Instagram at _the_milky_way. That's all I use. Hit me in that DMs for that Snapchat wink at you.
Ooh.
King Kong 1935.
Wink at you. All right, Chris. Every episode, Chris.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna be something.
Alrighty, so you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Life of Screen. And by the way, if you didn't know, which why would you? Because we haven't promoted it since the first episode. The show's actual Twitter handle
is Twitter?
Yeah, there is.
God.
It's at Best Friends Club.
Oh,
so it's Best Friends Club, but Z's instead of S's. And I like that handle a lot, so if one day it's just like magically my handle, so be it. So be it. And anyway, tune in next week. We're going to be talking about Star Wars, everything up to The Last Jedi.
Oh, okay.
Big precursor episode. We're gonna have probably some guests. Maybe not just Sean and Franco. Who knows?
Are we gonna? Okay, never mind. I need to watch all of them.
We gotta talk
really
logistics.
Seen all of them yet. I've seen parts.
Good God, Chris.
I haven't seen the fifth one fully.
Chris, you would not be on the show if I had known that. But anyway, tune in next week for that.
Fully. I haven't seen the fourth one fully.
What are you doing? Who are you, Chris?
I don't know. I like them though.
I like what I've seen.
I've seen all of the third one, episode 3. So that one's pretty good.
That one is pretty good. Anyway, tune in next Tuesday and tune in every Tuesday. Also, if you like the show, please subscribe on iTunes and leave us a review. We only have one review now. I don't know who the guy is, but it was a pretty good review. Okay. I liked it. He seemed pretty earnest.
Was it me?
It was you.
Oh, okay.
It's the only review, and it was left by Chris, but it made me chuckle, so that was good.
You can also find us on Instagram at Too Many Mistakes Were Made, and there's underscores in between each, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's us.
We're working to figure out a shorter username for that, but that's cool. Anyway, tune in next Tuesday for that, and thank you for listening. Bye, guys.